6 Stoic secrets that destroy overthinking. We are prisoners of our own minds, shackled by thoughts that never rest, fears that never fade, and doubts that corrode the soul like rust on iron. Overthinking is not just a habit, it is a disease of the undisciplined mind, but the Stoics knew something we have forgotten. The mind is ours to command, not the other way around. 6 Stoic principles, when fully understood, shatter overthinking like a hammer against glass. They are not mere techniques, they are weapons forged in the fires of ancient wisdom, designed to sever the chains of hesitation and free us from the tyranny of endless thought. 1. The dichotomy of control. What is not ours is not our concern. Epictetus taught us some things are up to us and some are not. Overthinking is nothing but a war against the uncontrollable. We drown in thoughts of what could happen, what might go wrong, what they might think. But the truth is brutal and liberating. The outcome is never fully in our hands. Consider this: a warrior on the battlefield does not control the wind, the rain, or the swing of his enemy's blade. He controls only his own stance, his own movements. His own will to obsess over the uncontrollable is to invite madness when overthinking grips us. We must ask, is this within my control? If the answer is no, then let it burn away into nothingness. If the answer is yes, then act swiftly, decisively, without hesitation. Thought without action is cowardice. Second, memento mori. You are running out of time. Seneca warned us, you act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire. We waste time on endless loops of thought as if we have an eternity to decide, to analyze, to plan, but the grave waits for no man. Memento mori. Remember, you must die. This is not a curse, but a command. Stop overthinking, start being. When we embrace our mortality, hesitation dies every moment spent. Overanalyzing is a moment stolen from life itself. Marcus Aurelius, Rome's greatest emperor, reminded himself daily, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Imagine if this were your last hour. Would you waste it drowning in hesitation? Or would you act with clarity, with purpose, with the full force of your will? 3. Amor party love. Everything that happens, the mind rebels. When reality does not bend to our desires, we overthink because we resist failure, resist uncertainty, resist what is, but the Stoic does not resist. The Stoic embraces, Friedrich Nietzsche later echoed, what the ancients knew. My formula for human greatness is amor fati, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not for all eternity to love. Fate is to destroy overthinking at its root. Imagine this: everything that has ever happened to you, every setback, every heartbreak, every failure, was not an obstacle, but a step forward. Overthinking dies the moment we accept that life is not against us. Life is us. Marcus Aurelius put it best. A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it. What if we saw every challenge as fuel for our fire? What if instead of drowning in thoughts, we burned with acceptance? To overthink is to fight reality. To embrace reality is to be free. The discipline of a sent master, your first thought. Not every thought deserves our attention. Not every whisper of the mind deserves a response. The Stoics understood this better than anyone. Epictetus warned us, do not be troubled by things that exist only in your imagination. Overthinking thrives on this. A single doubtful thought enters, and instead of cutting it down, we entertain it. We let it grow, take root, consume us. But here is the truth. The first thought is not always ours. It is a reflex, a product of habit, of fear, of past conditioning. The Stoic does not blindly accept every thought. He questions it, he challenges it. Marcus Aurelius practiced this discipline daily. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength when the mind throws worries at us. We do not have to catch them. We can observe, analyze, and discard. A weak man lets every thought control him. A Stoic sees thoughts as passing clouds, acknowledging them, but never letting them darken his sky. 5. Actor nonverbal action destroys overthinking. We overthink because we hesitate. We hesitate because we fear, and we fear because we do not act. Seneca wrote, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. The mind builds monsters that do not exist, But here is the secret: action kills them. A Stoic does not sit and wonder, what if he moves, he tests, he experiences. No amount of thinking will prepare you as much as doing. Marcus Aurelius put it. Simply waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one. Whatever you are overthinking, start. Make the decision, take the first step. Once in motion, the mind quiets. Action is the antidote to doubt. The weak man is lost in thought. The Stoic is lost in action. Which will we choose? Six, the view from above, see beyond yourself. Overthinking traps us in a narrow world where every problem feels immense, every decision feels critical, and every mistake feels like the end. But the Stoics had a way to break free from this illusion. The view from above, Marcus Aurelius would remind himself, look at the immensity of time behind you and the infinite future ahead. In comparison, your life is but a fleeting moment. Imagine yourself from above, rising above your body, your city, your country, until you see the world as a whole from this perspective. The things you worry about shrink into insignificance. That awkward conversation, that uncertain decision, that fear of failure, none of it matters in the vastness of existence. When we overthink, we forget our place in the universe. We act as if our worries are eternal, but they are not. They will pass just as everything before us has passed. The Stoic does not drown in his own mind, he rises above it. So when overthinking consumes us, let us step back, see the grand scale of life, and remember none of this is as heavy as it seems. If this resonated with you, subscribe to the Stoic Verse for more wisdom to guide your journey.